Welcome to Infinite Insights, a collection from the edge of consciousness, where bliss and shadow meet and everything in between becomes sacred. Every experience is a teacher, every silence an awakening. Are you ready to listen? This morning began as any other, yet something in the air felt different, charged, humming, restless. The kind of energy that stirs unseen currents beneath the surface of awareness. I had been thinking about the full moon circle from months ago, the night autumn led us through stillness until the veil between us thinned. That evening, I had seen the people around me, not as bodies of flesh and form, but as radiant emanations of light, each one a living spark of the infinite. Some dim and smoky, others blindingly bright, all shimmering in unity. That moment had stayed with me. Today, I felt the pull to see again, not just to see light, but to understand what it whispers, to sense the currents of another's being. A friend of mine has been struggling, her soul tangled in threads of sorrow and confusion. I wanted to see her essence, to perceive the silent language of her suffering, and perhaps, through it, offer some measure of peace. I set my intention gently. A single thought whispered into the vastness, "Show me her truth." I sat near the window where morning sunlight poured through, a soft golden warmth upon my skin. Outside, the branches of the small tree swayed in slow rhythm, a living metronome sinking breath to breeze. I inhaled deeply, letting the sound of the wind dissolve my wandering thoughts. With each exhale, I sank deeper into stillness, drawing my awareness inward and outward all at once. Her image appeared easily in my mind, not imagined, but felt. I held her there, in a space of calm witnessing, and repeated silently, "What does she look like?" Over and over, the question became a pulse, a mantra guiding me through the subtle layers of seeing. At first, there was nothing. Then fragments, moving shapes, faces, snippets of places rising and fading like waves of memory. I let them pass, holding my focus on her essence. The world dimmed to a soft hum of energy. Somewhere, a sound broke the silence, a small object falling. My attention flickered toward it, and in that exact moment, I saw movement beside me. It was her. Not in the physical sense, yet undeniably real, as though her presence had slipped through the veil and entered my awareness in full. She shimmered faintly, her outline trembling like heat rising from the earth. A vibration emanated from her, slow and resonant, pulsing gently against my left side where she sat. It was a low hum, an almost musical frequency. And then came a thought I wish I had not entertained so casually. I wonder what she feels like. The response was immediate and overwhelming. A sudden heaviness descended upon me, tangible, immense, pressing into my shoulders and spine until my body felt as though it might collapse beneath it. It wasn't a physical weight, but something deeper, the mass of her pain, her exhaustion, her unspoken grief. It filled me so completely that I could scarcely breathe. My chest constricted, my heart ached, tears welled. I could feel her sorrow, the way one feels the heat of fire too close to the skin, intimate, consuming. The vibration that once hummed softly now roared, flooding through me in waves that blurred the boundaries between her suffering and my own. For a fleeting instant, we were indistinguishable, her anguish echoing through the chambers of my soul as if it were my own. As suddenly as it came, it lifted. The light around me flickered out, and exhaustion crashed in. My limbs felt like stone. My breath was shallow. I drifted into sleep without intention, utterly spent. When I awoke, disoriented and trembling, the vibration still hummed faintly in my chest. The air was thick with residual energy, and my body buzzed as though charged with static. I told her what had happened, and as I spoke, I watched her face soften. She listened quietly, tears gathering in her eyes. In that moment, something in her shifted the faintest glimmer of relief, a loosening of invisible chains. We talked for a long while after that. She shared her pain, I shared my story. I realized how familiar her darkness felt, how closely it mirrored my own once upon a time. Not everyone emerges from their shadows unbroken. Some need to be carried a while, even unknowingly. By the time our conversation ended, her smile was genuine, fragile, but real. And I knew that this exchange, this temporary merging of pain and light, had meaning. My body may have carried her heaviness for a time, but her soul had found room to breathe again. That evening, as I sat in the quiet, I understood the paradox. Even light can be heavy when love bears its weight. Empathy is both a gift and a test. To feel another's pain so deeply is to open oneself to the vastness of divine compassion, a space where boundaries blur and souls touch in wordless recognition. But it is also a sacred reminder. Light must flow through us, not into us. The weight we carry for others should never eclipse our own inner flame. True compassion uplifts without depleting. I learned that day that to see is to serve, but to know is to discern. Love is not meant to drown us, but to teach us how to swim within the infinite currents of being. As this journey comes to a close, may the story linger in the quiet corners of your being. This moment ends, but its essence does not. Every insight, every shadow, every breath, all are reflections of the same vast awareness that lives within you. Every vision, every whisper of emotion has been a mirror guiding you deeper into your own truth. The energy you've touched, the questions you've lived through, will continue to echo softly in your awareness. What was meant for you will remain. Remember, these experiences are not destinations, but doors. Thank you for sharing this inner space with me, for daring to journey beyond the surface. May peace find you in every unfolding moment. Remain open, aware, and infinitely becoming. Until our paths cross again in another insight, may your light continue to meet itself in every experience.